Hey guys, what's going on? Sincere here with whoissincere.com, Anon Radio Live, and the All Rights Matter show. I want to bring you guys something here that something was brought to my attention. As you guys know, I've been working on the Quadir Felton case. If you don't know who Quadir Felton is, go to my channel and take a look at that video, or just type in Google Quadir Felton. Quadir Felton was shot and blinded by the Jersey City Police Department, and he was incarcerated for 16 years, in which he still sits to this day in Southwood State Prison in New Jersey, with evidence that was planted on him by Officer Thomas McVicker. This is a sad, tragic case. I've actually just did an interview, maybe a 2-hour interview with his mother. That's also here on my channel. I'd encourage you to take a look at that. Up until the point in time that Quadir was shot and blinded by Thomas McVicker, who was off duty at the time, he had never been in trouble. He, never spent a day in jail or prison or anything like that. He was just a normal young man within the neighborhood, not really involved in anything serious or anything like that, just around the way, kind of guy from a good family, has a brother that's in the military, a sister that's doing well, and just a good set of parents. And to have his life tragically altered is the reason I'm actually telling you a part of this. Excuse my coffee pot in the background. But, he being placed in the circumstances has placed a tremendous burden on his family. So I want to show you where he's housed at in New Jersey. This is actually from my neck of the woods in Cumberland County. This is in Bridgeton, New Jersey. And this is Southwood State Prison. This is where Quadir Felton is being located. If you notice anything significant about this structure here, you have a K, a K, 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 and a K. Now, I have lived here, I'm from this area, and I've seen aerials of my area before, but I had never realized until someone pointed out to me that the very structure of the building was the KKK. I had never known it. And I did some research online, and I can see that other people don't know it as well. So I wanted to kind of put this out there to show people. When I moved down south, they told me that moving down south, get prepared. You're going to be dealing with the KKK and racism and, all this and that. Since I've been here, I've ran into 2 situations that I felt uncomfortable about. And other than that, I can't list a place in the world that I've been that has been better than where I'm at right now. Chattanooga is amazing. The 2 situations that I encountered were actually in northern Georgia and not Chattanooga. So I knew coming down here that, racism is a factor, but I know where I'm from. Anybody that knows New Jersey knows that New Jersey is a very racist state, okay? Especially in South Jersey. We do have the Ku Klux Klan in South Jersey. The Ku Klux Klan has marched through Millville, New Jersey, which is a predominantly African American place now. So the threat of the KKK has always been in my existence since I've been a child. I grew up on a road where the KKK had meetings down the street from my house on Leamings Mill Road, down towards the end in the woods. So this is something that is knowledge of my area, and that area that I'm telling you about is probably about 15 miles away, 15 to 20 miles away from this prison. Okay? And that's on the borderline of Vineland and Millville, which is right outside of Bridgeton. And that all falls, and Vineland, Millville, and Bridgeton all fall within Cumberland County. So that area is highly infiltrated with the KKK presence. Isn't it quite interesting that their prison system also has the KKK structure? You can't look at this at any other kind of way except that These people that are, architects and they control systems, normally Mason level people and higher, they are able to create things like this that are seen from an aerial perspective, and they register on the subconscious level of the mind. Like I said, I've lived here my whole life and it never stuck out to me. As a matter of fact, my sister worked right here. Okay? That's a halfway house. And this never occurred to me and dawned on me until recently, when it was brought to my attention. So I wanted to point that out to you guys. The KKK structure in South Jersey. We have a very corrupt system there. Chris Christie, very corrupt. And why wouldn't he be? He's a part of the problem. He's an ex-police officer. He's a lawyer, I believe a prosecutor, and now the governor of New Jersey. He's been through every level and every system that we have a problem with in New Jersey, including the lawyers. They're all bought and paid for by the state, and that's why there's never any justice in New Jersey. Okay? This is a police state. New Jersey is nothing more than a modern day police state. People are being killed left and right, and it doesn't make national media. I'm fighting for justice for Quadir Felton. He's still alive and in Southwood State Prison, where they tease him now and they sing the Three Blind Mice song, even though he was unjustly shot by Thomas McVicker of the Jersey City Police Department. This is how he's being treated. I'm fighting for justice for Philip White, which is my friend that was killed by the Vineland Police Department, which is about 15 minutes away from this prison. Okay? People like Alyssa Allen, who 10 minutes away from here, right in town in Bridgeton, New Jersey, was found dead in her cell. Jeremy Reed in Bridgeton, New Jersey, a few miles up the street from this prison, who was shot to death by a police officer who's had dealings with sexual misconduct of people that he's detained. We're dealing with corruption on every level in New Jersey. New Jersey is in a state of crisis. The economy is failing. There are I know households that have 8 to 10 people living inside one household because there is no place to get help anymore. There is no economy. There's no jobs. The minimum wage has not kept up with inflation. New Jersey is falling apart. Okay? The only thing good in New Jersey, and it's not good for us, is the prison system. The prison system is seeing fresh new faces every day, and they're not seeing your typical murderous criminals. We're talking about people on technical cases. We're talking about people that have been set up. We're talking about non-violent offenders, and we're talking hard time. 16 years and Quadir Felton didn't touch a hair on a single person and has never harmed a single person. And you have people like Jared that'll be out of prison before Quadir Felton will get out of prison. Jared from Subway that, touched all those little kids. You have murderers and rapists that get out of jail, before non-violent offenders and people that have been set up. This is not justice. And when you talk about the Ku Klux Klan and their infiltration into the law enforcement system and their chokehold on that system, the people that own these prisons and their loyalties and their allegiances. And then you see this in a state-run prison, KKK, twice. And then you get your lucky 7th K down here. So, this is what I wanted to point out to you guys, have a quick little conversation about New Jersey, what's going on in New Jersey, where I'm from, why I left that state. I can't tell you how happy I am to live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I think it's just one of the most beautiful places ever. It's a great place, a wonderful environment to raise a family. Chattanooga has its problems too. It's not perfect. It's not a utopia, but it is considerably a lot more reasonable than any place that you can go in New Jersey. This one little city is better than my whole state, if that gives you any kind of idea how bad New Jersey really truly is. So, no opportunity. The crime rate is going up because the job rate is severely down. These are basic economic problems and principles. So, of course, the prison industrial complex is going to flourish and thrive in a situation where everything is being sucked out of the community, no resources are being pumped back into the community, and therefore there is no growth, there is no cohesion. This is very basic principles to understand, but Governor Christie seems to just enjoy eating cheesesteaks and New York food and pizza, and just ignoring the rest of the problems that are going on in his state. I guess he doesn't have a mop to mop up the problems. So, he doesn't have time to pay attention. But that's what's going on in our state, and this is their blatant code to let you know this is who they are, this is what they run, and this is what they are about. Guys, get this information out there, spread it far and wide. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for supporting this channel the way that you do. I ask for you to download my app. It's in the description section below. It's free. You can stay up with all my news articles, with my radio show, and with my YouTube videos here. You can also talk to me through Twitter. So, however you guys want to stay in contact with me, my app is below. I would also ask that you check out the donation button that's below too. I've had the donation thing there for a while. Some people use it, some don't. But if you like what I do and you enjoy me doing this kind of work and you'd like to see more content like this and fresh new ideas and actually actionable ideas, make sure you donate. I'm going to be, bringing forth a lot of information in 2016, a lot of explosive things going on in our country, and I think this is a year we can all capitalize in moving forward in breaking out of this cycle of tyranny. So if you want to donate below, feel more than free to do so, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Drop me a line if you do, so that we can further talk, and I'll contact you personally, so we can talk about things. But thank you guys. Get this information out. Southwood State Prison in New Jersey, Bridgeton, New Jersey. Ku Klux Klan written clearly on it, and that Ku Klux Klan has been known to be in this area, and I've always grew up with knowing they were there. So this is for you guys to see. Once again, this is the ingrained systematic way that racism is built into the system. You can't tell me that it's not. I absolutely know that it is. And if we're going to talk about all rights matter and problems, we have to talk about starting to demolish structures like that. We should all be calling for these structures to be torn down. This is an abomination to everything that we stand for and for taxpayer dollars, and it's just terrible. And let me just leave you with this thought. They would never drop something like this into a white community. Don't worry about it. They dropped it into a black community. It's not far from anything. Look, okay? Children play here, all throughout here, okay? And this is what they grow up next to. Something the size of a city. That's a prison. And it's, the structure is actually a KKK structure. So this is a lot of evil wickedness in high places, and now it's been formally exposed. Thank you guys. Thank you a lot. Stay alert, stay alive.